you have to integrate it in your daily routine. And
Absolutely.
I've given this example many times. Like the same way that you wake up in the morning, and there's no way in hell that you can leave the house without brushing your teeth or putting on deodorant, for example.
That's right.
Like you can't. Like if I wake up, first of all, there's no way that I can. It's almost automatic. You wake up, you go to the bathroom, and you're right there. You brush your teeth. You put like it's become like a staple. You know, it's like you have to do it. That's how I always wished that training would become from, because there are people that we know that do that, right? I mean, it's like
Mhm.
if
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't get their training in, there's something unnatural that happens. You know, like they have to. It's like an impossibility that they go on throughout their day without training. And I have tried to get that incorporated in my life, and I've just failed consistently. So it's just a
It's hard, man. I did it too. I was training with Nick and my wife. We would go to Nick's 3 times. Sorry, 3 times a week. Sorry about that. And we did it for a long time. So 3 times a week consistently, sometimes on the weekends as well. And it felt so good results. That's when I lost a lot of weight, eating right. And it was with my wife. So it was like, hey, no excuse, 5 o'clock, 5:30, we got to be there. So it was in the calendar. It was in the agenda. The problem is the second you stop, man, you stop. And let's say you stop and you stop for a long time. It's like, oh man, to build that momentum again.
It's hard.
That's why you just got to stay. It's easier to stay and maintain than it is to start all over again. And that's my problem. The stopping, doing, stopping, doing, stopping, doing. Like now it's like, again, like I started again, and then you have to just implement it and stick with it, because it's very hard to start over again.
Yeah.
Right.
So
You know what, guys? You should look at this program called 75 Hard.
Which one was
7 hard, HARD.
Yeah, 75 Hard. It's this guy. I follow him. He's awesome, by the way.
You've been trying to do but that's extreme though, Pano. Like,
I know, but you know what, George? The thing is with extreme, if you want to accomplish something like this and you want to be able to get into that routine, you need to look at something extreme. Like, I mean, look, if you
for everyone watching or listening, explain what that is.
So
Because before, wait, Tano, before you explain, because it sounded like you're advertising something for Viagra. When you said 75 and hard,
75 hard.
so 75 Hard is a gentleman. His name is Andy Frisella. He's a CEO of a supplement company called First Form. So I had started following him when I had gone to Grant Cardone's convention in Miami, the first one he ever did. And he was one of the guest speakers. And I absolutely fell in love with this guy. He was raw. He was authentic. And he didn't try to sell you a bunch of crap, right? So he basically poured knowledge into people, but really, like, all these guys that were guest speakers at Grant Cardone's event had something to sell. So they would give you a little bit of content and then would just push product on you, right?
Yeah,
upsell. But this guy, upsell. But this guy didn't. This guy was just raw, authentic. I just loved the way he spoke. So I ended up following him. So he came out with this program called 75 Hard, and it's exactly for what you're saying, George. It's to create discipline and consistently to be consistent in your life. So basically what it is for 75 days, you got to do a couple of things. Now, if you fail to do any of these things, you got to go back to day one.
Start over, yeah.
So you got to do this for 75 consecutive days, which is what? Which is one workout, 45 minutes, workout of your choice, okay? Indoor, and one workout outdoor. So 2 workouts a day, one indoor, one outdoor. Now, it could be weight training in the morning or walking at night for 45 minutes, okay?
Is there a reason for that, or is it just for variety?
It's just how the program is, okay? Now, it's not necessarily a lose weight program. It's really to build mental toughness, okay? The other thing is you got to read 10 pages of a non-fictional book every day.
Yeah.
You got to drink 1 gallon of water. You got to take a progress pic every day. And there's another one. Hold on. I'm missing one. Oh, and you got to follow a diet of your choice, any diet. You can't cheat. You can't have fucking cookies. You can't have chips. You can't drink, no alcohol. And you got to do that for 75 days.
But back to George's point, that's what it is, man. Like, a lot of, look, this new notion right now of dieting and regimens and all that, is based on the premise of it has to be sustainable, right? That's what they've analyzed and seen, right? It's like if the diet is not, or the regimen is not sustainable, you're not going to be able to implement it in your life. You won't make any drastic life changes, and then you won't adapt it to your lifestyle, right? So 75 days for a lot. Look, man, some people, sometimes it's hard to do 5 days.
No, yeah.
75 days is something. 75 days takes a lot of willpower, right? A lot of why power. It takes a lot of planning. Just to be free for 75 days to do all that, you know?
But that's the thing, Chris.
It's not just doing it for 75 days. It's also the idea that if you fail, you're starting over.
And look, people that finish this program, guys, there's not many that do, but people that finish this program, dude, they rave about it. Not only the results that you're going to get physically, but also mental, how stronger you become, right?
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
How you say you're going to do something and you end up doing it. And he wrote a book about it. I believe it's called 75 Hard. But like it's amazing. Now I'll tell you how hard this program is. That's why it's called hard. There's athletes like marathon runners, triathletes, people that have done Ironman that fail doing this because it's not only the physical aspect. It's also the I got to drink a gallon of water. It sounds easy, but dude, try to drink a gallon of water every single day. It's not easy, and you forget. Right, and then you got to drink your gallon of water at 9:00 at night. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's
not that it's hard. It's just that you need to break it down throughout your day, right? And
that's right.
The diet is the hardest. The diet is the hardest.
I don't know if the diet is the hardest, Chris. I think the training.
No, not for me.
75 days, no cheat day. You crazy,
dude? I've been. No, for me right now, the hardest thing would be the 2 workouts. One being outside. That's for me the hardest.
Well, yeah, the outside workout. Yeah.
And by the way, it's like, it's a shitty day. You got to go do it outside. Like, even if it's minus 50, you got to go outside and do the workout. Like, unless there's a fucking tornado. But I mean, I'm just like you got to go outside and get it done. So it's tough. Like, I did it for the max. I did it was 8 days. And then something happened. One of my kids was sick. I couldn't go outside. And I just I missed it. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm not going to restart this. Let's just whatever.
Yeah.
But eventually, I'm hoping I could get this done. I would love to do it.
Because I assume that what that teaches you and what that kind of ingrains in you is the fact that you need to prioritize, right? So you're saying, so you got to tell yourself, whatever happens, this 45 minutes is my time, no matter what. Right. That's it. You know what I mean? And I have to do it in the morning or at night or however you want to divide that in your day. It's
a 45-minute workout outdoors plus a 45-minute workout indoors.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to split it. You can't do it back to back. So it's got to be like, you do it. Let's say, for example, in the morning, you'll do your workout. But
very hard.
It's very difficult.
You know what?
So you can't, for example, wake up in the morning, go for a walk, 45 minutes, come back home and do your training.
Look, I'm guessing you can do that. I mean, it's not the end of the. Yeah, you could just walk. Like I told, my plan was work out in the morning, just do a workout, just whatever I have an app, it gives me a workout. I'll do my workout, 45 minutes, it's cool. And then at night I would walk. But the problem is that at night you're ripped. So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to walk. I'm at work. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take my lunch break and I'm just going to go walk, right? Just take 45 minutes and just go walk and then come back. Well, you get busy at work. You can't really take that time. So it was hard, right? So I don't know. I just gotta I think you gotta get into it with a plan.
It's a very strict program, right? Very stringent. But you know what? Even a little alteration to the program is going to give you good results. The way it sounds, the way you're saying it. Let's say it's 75 days and you fail halfway. You're still going to get results.
Yeah.
You know, that's how
you're
hard
right.
This thing sounds.
You're right. But imagine you alter it the way you want it, and then you finish your 75 days. I don't think you're going to feel accomplished. That's what I feel. Me, personally, Panos.
Yeah.
No,
you understand what I mean? Like, in my mind, I'm going to be like, fuck, I didn't really do it. I cheated
because the program says 75 days. So
that's what it is. You
check mark.
Do it. You're not part of that. Dude, there's a whole movement on this. There's a whole, because it's men and women that have did this. It's like you're part of a club once you finish this. It's like a whole big movement.
Let's do Just As Dad's 75 Hard, man. Let's do it.
No fucking way we're doing this, bro.
Let's do it.